guys, it's good to see everybody again, and it's pretty early once again. I'm back inside today, and today, guys, we have kind of a difficult subject to talk about, to say the least, and the name of it is self-harm. And I'll try to be careful with it when I upload this video because I know the YouTube algorithm can be kind of picky with what goes and what doesn't. Such as like something that would go against the guidelines, condoning our subject matter today, which I don't, of course. Now, normally I like to have my audience all ages, like maybe even kids, Of course, I prefer it in this more thought out fashion rather than just, reading through it and calling it a day. But I welcome anybody. So I would suggest this topic maybe for older people, but I figured I'd try to branch out a little bit and talk about something more serious this time. So, let's check this one out. Okay, self-harm is a very sensitive subject for many teens because so many struggle with it or know someone who does. Everyone who suffers from this horrible choice to try and ease the pain inside them needs a friend, one who shows them what God has to say about the body. We should also trust our parents and God for help. They love us more than anyone else, and they always want what's best for us. Finding Bible verses that guide us and help us see truth is helpful. I found a favorite book of the Bible, Leviticus. In Leviticus 19:28, it states, "You are not to make gashes on your bodies for the dead or put tattoo marks on yourselves. I am Yahweh." To me, this means that we are never to cut ourselves in any way or for any purpose. This can be hard for those who feel neglected and feel internal pain. When they hurt inside, some of these people turn to cutting or other forms of self-harming. After they harm themselves, the relief leaves and they realize they have only added pain on top of the pain they already felt. If you are thinking about self-harming, talk to a trusted adult as soon as possible. Turn to God and ask Him to help you through it. It hurts God when you hurt yourself. Okay, so, this is, of course, a topic I didn't go over already. It's kind of a strange detail that it says make gashes on the body for the dead in particular. It makes it sound like necromancy or something, which it's obviously not. But in general, even just for stuff such as putting a tattoo on yourself. And of course, teens can make all sorts of goofy decisions like that to get a tattoo, Some tattoos can, look pretty nasty. Some look all right. But I didn't know there was anything in the Bible that actually said not to get tattoos, though. That's interesting. But, of course, there are people to reach out to, all sorts of things you can do instead of that. That's not really a temptation I face, that sort of self-harm. So I can't fully speak from experience, but I think you can compare it to the patterns you get from other, comfort behaviors. Like, maybe, I don't know, you would say about an addiction, because, from the sounds of it, it's kind of overgoing the same patterns of, you do this so you feel good for however long, you feel relieved, but then, it just ends up worse than it was before, after that temporary relief is gone. It's the conflict between, feel better now, feel worse later, or feel, kind of pressured now, or feel better later. It's that sort of thing, It's not like when you do something like that once, it'll just be gone forever. Although it probably would feel like that for a minute. Sometimes self-harm can even take the form of something like self-sabotage, just general mechanisms you have to purposefully keep yourself from, pushing forward in life or really being able to attain something that'll make you like yourself more, That's why you have to overcome the roadblocks first. And I say that because that's something, even a lot older people can relate to. The sad truth is that, a lot of people who do that to themselves feel like there really isn't another way out. That's something I've realized, or kind of what you see in patterns of the behavior is that they think it's just kind of their only way to get relief. And that's that's something else, and that's not something I'm probably going to talk about much more, but, these people need what they can get, at the time. And I know things are depressing, but, don't give up, please. So, thanks, guys, for talking about this with me, and I hope you guys are doing okay out there, and you have at least some good support for a time and day like this. That would make it especially tempting for younger people, because of the modern day. So thanks, guys, for being here, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye. Have a good weekend.